Man United transfer news. Elliot Anderson update emerges as deal edges closer as Manchester United go in search of a new permanent manager following Ruben Amorim's sacking. Two other potential arrivals are being lined up. It's been a turbulent week for Manchester United. Ruben Amorim's dismissal on Monday marked the sixth permanent manager to have come and gone in the post-Sir Alex Ferguson era. Attention has inevitably turned to who will replace the Portuguese coach, with both short-term and long-term options being lined up. However, the search for a new manager does not appear to have derailed United's transfer plans. That, on the contrary, links to several high-profile targets continue to gather momentum, and with the Red Devils within touching distance of the Champions League spots, fans are understandably eager to see the club show ambition in the transfer market this month. With that in mind, here are the latest Manchester United-related headlines. Elliot Anderson update. United's interest in Nottingham Forest midfielder Elliot Anderson is no secret, and it looks as if they have a genuine chance of winning the race for his signature. United have now been described as serious contenders for the 23-year-old, who is valued at around £100 million. The Red Devils won't have it all their own way, however. Manchester City and Chelsea are both closely monitoring Anderson's situation and possess the financial firepower to rival any bid. Even so, strengthening the midfield remains a key priority for United this year, and Anderson is understood to be high on their shortlist. Any move is more likely to materialise in the summer, though, with Forest understandably reluctant to part with one of their standout performers midway through the season. It is going to be a summer move, so it's still early to mention a frontrunner, Fabrizio Romano explained on the Market Madness podcast. For sure, I can tell you that is very high on the list of Manchester United, together with Carlos Baleba. There are 2-3 players that Man United are tracking. I think they will be busy with midfielders in 2026, and Anderson is one of them, for sure. So I'm sure United will be in the conversation. Then there are going to be plenty of clubs keen on him. Also, the ones you mentioned, Man City are also going to look for midfielders. Let's see what happens at Chelsea. So I think it's going to be a big battle. But at the moment, what I can say is that Man United, for sure, have mentioned his name several times internally, and so I expect them to be serious contenders at the table. Solskjaer deal edges closer. Manchester United are closing in on the appointment of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as interim head coach, with an announcement expected in the coming days. The Norwegian, who managed the club between 2018 and 2021, is set to replace Darren Fletcher, who was placed in temporary charge of the first team following Amorim's departure. Former United midfielder Michael Carrick has also been considered, but Solskjaer is understood to be the frontrunner. If confirmed, the 52-year-old would remain in charge until a permanent successor is appointed, either later on in the season or in the summer. Solskjaer's immediate task would be to guide United through the remainder of the season, with Champions League qualification the primary objective, something the club have failed to achieve in the past 2 campaigns. He would face a daunting start, with fixtures against Manchester City and Arsenal looming after Sunday's FA Cup tie against Brighton. Solskjaer was initially appointed as interim manager in 2018 following Jose Mourinho's dismissal. A strong upturn in results under his leadership led to him being handed the role on a permanent basis just a few months later.